Chapter 6. Demises in Shadow. By now, the threads between John Edward Robinson and H. Holmes have been laid bare. The modern slave master who hid behind contracts of control, and the 19th century architect of fear whose castle became a labyrinth of death. Both men relied on deception, on the manipulation of human trust, and on the illusion of safety. And yet, just as their lives ran in parallel, so too did their downfalls. Holmes, whose murder castle in Chicago became the stuff of nightmare, was eventually unmasked not just by murder but by fraud. Greed, the same impulse that allowed him to lure victims, led to sloppy mistakes. Arrested for insurance schemes and tied to multiple killings, Holmes faced the hangman S. Noose in 1896. His execution closed the chapter on one of America's earliest and most theatrical killers. Yet the legend of his castle lived on, larger than life, a Gothic warning about unchecked ambition and unchecked cruelty. Robinson's fall was quieter, but no less damning. Operating in the digital age, his cons and killings stretched across states and decades. He too was tripped up by greed and arrogance, his pattern finally cracked by investigators who refused to be fooled by contracts and computers. Convicted and sentenced to death, Robinson now waits in a cell, his crimes frozen in time, his fate held not by a hangman's rope, but by the machinery of modern justice. What lingers is not just the horror of their actions, but the eerie symmetry. Two men separated by a century, each cloaked in the guise of respectability, each undone by the very hubris that allowed them to kill. Their endings remind us that monsters do not last forever, but their shadows, those survive, etched into history's darkest corners.